Thank you, Vice Chairman Lee, and thanks to our panel for joining us here today. E-commerce touches industries across all sectors of the economy and Americans across the country. It's a key source of American jobs in the 21st century, and its importance will likely only grow with time. We know that the Internet enables U.S. companies, big and small, to more efficiently reach markets around the world. Manufacturers, banks, retailers, airlines, farmers, and a range of other businesses rely on the Internet to seamlessly access and move data across borders. The Internet has fundamentally transformed our lives and the way that we purchase goods. The benefits of international trade used to be concentrated among big business. The Internet changed that, opening doors to small and mid-sized businesses and even one-person shops. Now an individual with a broadband connection can sell his or her goods and services all over the world. From an artisan from Acoma Pueblo to a game designer from Albuquerque or a chili farmer from Hatch, they can all now enter the global market. A recent study found that 95% of U.S. small and medium businesses on eBay export, and 190,000 of those firms export to 4 or more continents. The United States is an e-commerce leader today. The International Trade Commission estimates that digital trade contributed more to gross domestic product than all but 4 states in 2011 and has lifted wages by as much as 5%, while adding up to 2.4 million more full-time jobs. In New Mexico, we are working hard to ensure that the opportunities of the digital economy reach into every corner of the state. I'm excited to welcome Facebook, which is scheduled to open a multi-building data center next year in Los Lunas that will generate more than 100 permanent jobs at the data center and up to 1,000 construction jobs. With 2 billion monthly active users, Facebook is literally built on cross-border data flow. To fully realize the gains from digital trade, we need to ensure that global policies enable companies to harness the power of the Internet to reach new customers around the world. For this to happen, it's vital that we have a free and open Internet with privacy protections. And that starts right here at home. Your personal information should not be shared or sold without your consent. Your health, financial, and other personal and sensitive information must be protected. While Internet providers must be prevented from selling users' personal information without user consent, companies should be able to choose where to store data. When U.S. companies can't store data in the U.S., they lose out on jobs and the ability to use the data to improve their products and services. As far as we've come with the number of Internet users worldwide tripling in the past decade, we are still in the early stages. And the opportunities for e-commerce domestically and internationally are unlimited. But to really realize the potential the Internet provides, we need to accelerate the deployment of broadband and ensure that rural Americas and tribal communities in our country have greater access. Right now, 4 in 10 rural residents lack broadband access. And among rural tribes, that number climbs to 7 in 10 without access. To help bring more Native American students online, I will soon introduce legislation that promotes broadband access for students and tribal community centers. During a meeting I convened at the Santa Fe Indian School recently, the tribal administrator of Santo Domingo Pueblo in New Mexico, Everett Chavez, put it this way: access to the Internet is new, but it is an equally essential infrastructural need to our tribal communities, equal as water, power, telecommunications, or roads. It doesn't matter if you're a student, a rancher, a manufacturer, a teacher, a doctor, or a small business. High-speed Internet is now critical to thriving in the economy of today, much less the future. Finally, as we focus on digital trade today, we should be clear that this is just one piece of a bigger issue. We need to be vigilant to evolve the rules of the road when new technologies are developed and deployed, and to protect our workers from countries seeking advantages through unfair trade practices. Mr. Chairman, I look forward to hearing from our panel, and I want to especially thank former Ambassador Daniel Sepulveda, the witness that I invited, for being here today.